Welcome to this Pride of Dakota feature. If you are a company or organization looking to build your strategic plan, one of the challenges you'll face is moving from your day-to-day operations into a strategic thinking mindset. In this feature, we'll talk with Jim Boyd of Strategic Plan ND about how to make this transition into the formulation of a long-term strategic plan. Strategic Plan ND was started by Jim Boyd in 2013, but he has been leading the strategic planning process for his companies since 1986. Joining us in the studio is owner Jim Boyd. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Scott. Good to be here.
Jim, when a company's looking to build their strategic plan, what's one of the biggest challenges that you see and face?
Right. The biggest challenge is to get the CEO on board with this process.
Okay.
And he needs to identify the need for this particular process.
Sure.
But he also needs to identify the key team members that he wants involved in this.
Okay. And what kind, when you say team members, are you talking about people that are just in management, or do you pull in people that are all the way down to the front desk?
Actually, that's a great question, because this is not just a management job.
Okay.
This is a total employee job. If you have employees that are strategic thinkers, that's the ones you want on this team. And so you bring them in off-site, get them away from the day-to-day activity, dedicate some time, maybe on a weekend or in the evening, to address the strategic planning. And it's a process. It is not going to be done in one session normally.
Okay.
So you'd actually go through a number of steps.
So how many sessions does it take? I know that every company would be different, but on average.
Right. It's one size does not fit all, as you pointed out. And it's one of those things, if you're a larger company, it's going to take longer because it's more involved.
Okay.
And so you want to focus on the key things that's going to grow your business. So you may be working over a period of weeks to come up with a good strategic plan. But when you're done, this becomes your plan, not my plan. Your plan is going to be implemented by you and your team, and it's going to change your business significantly.
So, Jim, talk a little bit about the phases that a strategic plan takes, because you talk about it's not one size fits all, but each of them go through a series of phases, right?
Right. The formulation phase is, I consider it the most fun, because you're really reaching out there for new ideas, and that's the phase that I'm facilitating.
Okay.
And the next phase is implementation. It's basically implementing the 3 to 5 to 6 projects that you've come up with in the first phase. It's more or less an operating phase. The third phase is review and evaluation. And that happens normally monthly, quarterly, annually for sure, where you'd have to take a good look at what you've accomplished, what didn't go so good, what did go well, what needs to change. And then you go through another 3 to 5 year forecast with a new plan.
And I think when a lot of people think about strategic plan mindsets, they think of just a weekend retreat, but it's really an ongoing all-year process. The formulation may take the weekend or a couple weeks, but really that's not where it stops.
Right. There's a lot of preparation for this. And one of the things I'll have to do with setting up the beginning is gather data. And I'll be talking to the CEO and his people so that we can be as productive as possible when we go to our offsite, let's say a weekend type thing.
Yep.
And you can actually put together a really good plan if you've done a lot of preparation for that process.
Excellent. So, Jim, if someone wants more information or they'd like to begin the preparation process with you to get their strategic plan built, what is the best way to get a hold of you?
I have 3 best ways.
Okay. Awesome.
My website is www.strategicplannd.com.
Okay.
And my email is strategicplannd@daktel.com. That's Dactel.
Perfect.
And my cell phone, which I really like to use, voicemail or texting or voice, and that is 701-269-9080.
Well, this is really an important phase for every business, but like you said earlier, Jim, I think it's really important for people to understand that they need to disconnect from their day-to-day, get away, turn the cell phones off. And I really recommend that if someone wants to do this, that they get a hold of you. You've got many, many years of experience doing this. I just want to thank you for taking the time to stop by and share this with us.
Thank you very much, Scott. I just wanted to point out Strategic planning works. You will be pleased that you did it.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
For more information on this Pride of Dakota featured member, or to find other feature podcast episodes, visit our website at prideofdakota.com or join the conversation at facebook.com/prideofdakota.